Guys, it's Ryan with janitorleads.com. Remember, our goal at janitorleads.com is to help small businesses grow. And we do that by offering leads for just $7.95. In today's video, I want to show you two things. Number one, the importance of a sales pipeline and the role that activity plays in that pipeline. And secondarily, I want to show you how valuable a tool like janitorleads.com is to you in achieving your sales pipeline and how much time it can actually save you. So I created this spreadsheet to illustrate my point. If you make a comment down below, I'm happy to share this spreadsheet for you so you can use it in your own sales tools with your own company. But basically what you do in this spreadsheet, in any of the sheets, any of the cells here that are in yellow, you just fill them in. So we're going to put in some assumptions just for the sake of it. So how many salespeople do I have? I put in 2. How many months am I giving myself to reach my sales target? I said I want to give myself a half a year. What is my sales target? In this example, I said I want to sell $10,000 in new business. What's our loss rate? So how much do we lose each month? So I say 0.5%. So why is that important? Because if I'm losing 0.5% of my business each month and I build in the calculator, I actually need to sell an additional $300 to compensate that. So although my goal is 10,000, I actually need to sell 10,300 to account for that loss. So how much does each of my sales rep, what is their quota essentially? So it basically takes how much sales we need divided by the number of people, and it gives you that rate. And then we take that rate and turn it into a monthly total, which is basically taking this number divided by how many months do I have. So each sales rep I have is required to sell $858 each month. This is one of the variables that you'll fill in is what is my average deal size? So what is a typical sale? This is an important number to understand for your business because it's going to drive a lot of your sales. And then what happens is with that information, we know, okay, each sales rep needs to sell 2 wins a month, which is basically taking this number, the goal per month, divided by the average deal size, and it just is, I just took off the decimals, but it just rounded it down to 2. So at this point, we know each sales rep needs to sell 2 deals a month. Pretty straightforward. But just saying a sales rep go out and sell, $858 per month in business does not lead to new sales. Sales reps, the most important way to measure your sales reps is off of activity. So a typical sales pipeline is going to start with a contact. So a contact is someone that you meet, someone that you want to do business with. That contact, after a certain number of amount of time and activity, could potentially turn into a lead. A lead is someone that says, "Yeah, hey, I potentially have interest. I have a need for a service. I might have a budget. That contact might be identified as a decision maker." So there's a number of criteria that will actually turn that contact into a lead. Then your goal for the sales rep is to turn that lead into what we call an opportunity. An opportunity is when that lead says, "Hey, I'm actually ready for your bid. I want you to come walk my facility and give me a bid." So that's what a lead is. And then once that opportunity, you've walked that facility, you've given a proposal, your goal is to turn that opportunity into a won. That's where you actually get the signature on the contract. So I put in some likelihoods of moving each activity or each aspect to the next stage. So basically you can fill in these variables with percentages. It's obviously easier to get a contact than it is to turn a contact to a lead. Once a lead becomes an opportunity, it's a little bit easier, and then turning an opportunity into a won opportunity is about a 25% likelihood. So with those numbers, it's going to calculate how much activity I need to do. So what it's going to say is how much number of activities to generate a contact. What it's doing is taking this 40% and turning it into a numeric value. And that's done automatically for you in this spreadsheet. So what it says is like, okay, I need 2.5 activities to generate a contact. Okay, which just means maybe I need 2.5 emails, 2.5 phone calls, 2.5 attending a network event, whatever you're going to do to kind of find those contacts. And then to turn one of those contacts into a lead, you generally need 8 activities. So that's basically, again, taking that contact out for coffee, calling them, being top of mind. You probably need to touch them 8 different times in order to turn that contact into a lead. And to turn that lead into an opportunity, again, where that lead says, okay, Ryan, I'm ready to receive a bid for you. I actually need 5 contacts. So I'm going to have to touch that contact with an email, a phone call, an in-person visit, something about 5 times in order for them to say, okay, I'm ready for your bid. And once you've given them a bid, you're going to actually need to touch that person 4 times potentially to turn that bid into a one opportunity. So why are all these numbers important? Because when you look at all these numbers as a whole, you're going to see how many activities each sales reps needs to basically capture or achieve their quota each month. And this is what you should be measuring as a business owner, is your sales reps activity, not necessarily their quota attainment. So in this example, I need 858 activities each month to reach my 4 sales. And how is that calculated? So basically what it does is it takes this 2.5 times 8 times 5 times 4 times the number of wins I need to come up with this 858. And then how many activities does each sales rep need per day? They need 40 activities per day. And so this, if you have a CRM tool like Salesforce or even just an Excel spreadsheet, this is what you want to be monitoring as a business owner. You want to say, okay, Mr. or Mrs. Sales Rep, of course your goal is to sell, $858 per month, but really what I'm going to be monitoring is I want to make sure you have 40 activities a day. So that means I want you to be reaching contacts, trying to turn those contacts into leads into opportunities. And what is an activity? Well, that's generally an email, a phone call, a networking event, a LinkedIn connection, dropping off a coffee, doing a demo, any of those things that are not necessarily, any of those things that potentially could turn a contact to a lead to an opportunity to one, is an activity. And that's what we want to be measuring. So that seems like a lot, right? 40 activities a day. If you were to change these variables, like for example, let's say your average deal size is actually $700. Maybe you want them to go after larger size deals. You're going to see the number of activities that they actually need is going to be smaller, right? So, as you go through and change your variables to fit your company, these things can go up and down. You may, for example, say, oh, it's actually really easy for me to get a contact. So it doesn't really take me that much time. So I'm going to change this number to 70, and you're going to see this number go down. So, all these numbers are variable and are really dependent on your business specifically. But there is a very illustrative point here that I want to bring out. Let's say, for example, you didn't need to find a contact, and you didn't need to turn that contact to a lead, and you didn't need to turn that lead into an opportunity. Why? Well, tools like janitorleads.com already have people or businesses that are pre-qualified. These are businesses that are reaching out proactively and say, I need your service. I want a bid today. So you're skipping this contact portion, you're skipping this lead portion, and you're jumping already to an opportunity. So in this example, if I had the opportunity to skip right to here by purchasing a lead from janitorleads.com for just $7.95, instead of needing 687 activities, I only need 7 activities to turn that opportunity into a one deal. So would you rather be doing 687 activities in a month, or would you rather be doing 7 activities in a month? Where is your time more spent? Do you think it's going to cost you more money to hire a sales rep and have them do 687 activities a month? Or is it going to save you money and say, hey, I can just handle this myself. I don't need a sales rep. I can just take these 7 activities and take that activity on myself. It's pretty much a no-brainer that if you can skip all this pre steps of identifying contacts and leads and jump right to this opportunity stage by purchasing leads for just $7.95 from janitorleads.com, it's going to save you a ton of time. So what does that really mean? 7 activities a month, less than an activity a day, if you're purchasing your leads and being able to bypass that. Again, happy to share this spreadsheet with you because it really is only valuable as you are able to plug in the information, but hopefully it also illustrates a point that it really, really is super valuable for you. Even if you do have a sales pipeline already in place, it is always valuable for you to get cost-effective leads from janitorleads.com. It's going to save you a lot of activity time. Let us know if you have any questions. Click subscribe and sign up for the janitorleads.com email mailing list so you can get leads mailed to you every day that are relevant for your business. Thanks so much.